What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Creating Habits, and my name is Jarrell. And so, check it out. What I wanted to do today, well, first, before we even jump into that, if this is your first time tuning into Creating Habits, typically what I'm talking about is event spaces, and we're going to talk about event spaces today. And so, but I talk about event spaces, I talk about entrepreneurship, I talk about, success and how you can actually reach your goals. Like, my goal is to help you get to where you want to go. That is my goal, right? So on today's episode of Creating Habits, what's going on is that we're actually going to, like I said, talk some about event spaces. All right. So if this is, again, your first time tuning in, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Listen, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Well, we're on the road to 1 million subscribers, but we got to get to 100,000 first, and I need your help. So hit that subscribe button, and then I want you to also hit that bell notification. All right. Now, as you see, you're probably watching this video and you're wondering, like, Jarrell, why are you recording on Zoom? Well, I actually had some meetings going on this morning, and they were already on Zoom. And so I was like, well, why not just do it on Zoom? So jumping right into it. All right. So what I'm going to actually break down for you today is we're actually going to break down like just the extra things that you need to get your space. So like the mindset things that you need to get your space. So let's clear up some things right here, right now, today. If you want to start a business, you can't start a business and be scared to start the business. That's number one. Too many people are trying to or tell me that they want to start the business, but they're scared. Too many people tell me that, oh, well, I want to start, but I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, I want to start, but what if I don't get bookings? Oh, I want to start, but what if oh, what if I don't know what I'm going what to do to get going with the business? I want to start, but I don't know how to start. It's always a but. So number one, we have to eliminate the fear that is induced by the word but. Like, there's too many like in between factors. Like, you have too many in between factors that are keeping you from actually starting. Now, I'm not saying that these factors aren't, I'm not saying that these factors aren't, I'm not saying that these factors aren't like, I'm not saying that these factors aren't, that they aren't like, that you shouldn't fear them. But what I am saying is that you shouldn't fear them. Like, and that might not make sense to you. Like, it's fine that you have the fear, but it's not okay that you're letting the fear hold you back, because there's no amount of videos or content on YouTube that's going to help you if you're afraid. Now, here's the thing. So many people, and this may not be you, but so many people, this may be you, talk about faith and having faith and walking in faith. But how can you have faith in other situations, but not have faith in yourself? What I want you to believe is that you're actually going to be successful in the business. And if you know that you need help getting started in the business in any sort of way, I want you to decipher the type of help that you really want. This is the number two. So like, if we number one, we got to stop letting fear hold us back from starting our event space business, from starting any business, but specifically starting our event space business. Number two, we have to just get going. Like, we got to believe in like faith all the way around. We can't pick and choose when we want to have faith in the situation. If you're going to have faith, have it 360, full circle, all with all things. Number three, you need to decipher what you really want. Like, this may not be you. This number three may not be for you, but there's someone out there that's like, yo, I want mentorship. But you gotta understand the difference between the two. Because I was actually checking out a podcast, and they were talking about mentorship versus coaching. And this is very true. A lot of people always talk that they want mentorship, but they don't understand that this is what mentorship is. This is what technically some mentors charge, but technically this is what a mentor is. A mentor is not going to dedicate specific time to you to help solve your issues. A mentor is going to fit you in, right? A mentor is going to kind of just say, oh, okay, well, maybe I got time to work with you in your situation today, caters to your needs today. Maybe I don't. Now, a transactional mentor should be dedicating time to you, specifically to you and your situations. Now, a coach is transactional 100%, is going to dedicate time to you and your situation, is going to give you the step-by-step of what to do, how to do it, and then you go out and do those things. And once you go out and do those things, you then are going to get the result. Typically, a coach and a mentor are both going to have some sort of case studies or actual like, they're going to have something that proves that they can do what it is that they say that they can do, right? So I want you to understand that, because I've even been asked, like, people say, well, can you be my mentor? And they're always thinking like, well, it's always it's always under the first non, it's a non-transactional mentor. And it's like, that's not even, I would be wasting your time, you would be wasting my time, and I'm not in the business of wasting anybody's time, because I'm busy. I have my own event space. I'm married. I have a family. I have to run my businesses. I have to run my coaching programs, right? I have to do my digital products. I have to run my event space businesses. I have to network to look to build other businesses. I have to self-care and all these things, right? But this is why I say, like, hey, look, just jump into my mastermind, which is a coaching program. Now, now sometimes I say call it a mentorship, but I also a mentorship group. But there is a mentoring aspect to it, but it is a coaching program where I give you step by step, and then you go implement. And the people that get in it and follow the steps, they get their event spaces, they make the money, yada, yada, yada. But I'm giving an example. This is not about, I'm not pitching my program or anything, but I just want you to understand what it is that you're actually saying. Because in this particular podcast, this is what happened. The young lady asked about one of these things. And what happened is that she said, well, oh, coaching, she was trying to give coaching a bad rap. And I don't agree with that, because I think I know I'm a phenomenal coach, right? And because I know that, I'm like, she went into a situation where she was bartering a service for mentorship. And what you have to understand is that if you don't lay out a contract where it's going to be paid, you can't expect that person to dedicate time to you. And then you got to understand that if things aren't transactional, you don't value them. You have to, like, so that's number 4. When it's non-transactional, you don't value it. You go to work and it's a transaction where you give your time for work and they pay you money, you value that money. That's why it's hard for you to let go of the money to spend it on, maybe invest it in certain things. We got to get to the point where we start to understand that things are transactional. Like, if you want to true transformation comes with a transaction. Real transformation comes from real transactions. You value everything once you make the transaction. Everything changes once you actually make the transaction. Now, that's not me. This is, again, I'm not talking about you joining my program or joining anything like that. No. I'm trying to actually help you get past these are roadblocks that so many people are dealing with, because you could be so much further in life if only you just you went into the situation with a transactional mindset. If I'm going to go ahead and invest in this, I'm going to get this. Versus, well, I just want you to give me this, but then I may be half foot in, half foot out. Now, here's the reason why you wanted to be given and you're still half foot in, half it out, because you still have a lot of fear. The fear is what's holding you back the most. And so here's how you're going, number 5. Here's how you really get over the fear of starting this business. Which one is more important to you? Is it more important to you to start the business and start living the life that you want to live, or to continue to live the life that you're living now And then 20 years from now, wondering what would have happened if you had to just start this business. Do you want to be sitting back 20 years from now telling someone that, man, I wish I would have started this business 20 years ago? And that's where we have to be at. So like, you have to get to the point where you're not letting fear hold you back. You have to get to the point where you have faith in yourself, full faith 360. You got to get to the point where you understand the difference between mentorship and having a mentor, having a mentor and having a coach. You got to understand the difference between having a non-transactional mentor, a transactional mentor, and a coach, which is a transactional situation as well. Then we got to get to the point where we truly understand that it's just the fear that's been holding us back this entire time. So like, you get over the fear by picturing your life. Which is more important? Is it more important to you to be able to put food on the table for your family and know that you're good, and actually be out here and make the moves to guarantee you have the food on the table? Or is it more important to you to just stay content with what you have now and hope that nothing changes? I need you to get to the point where you're not depending on anybody but yourself to thrive. Get out of survival mode. Get into thrive mode. You deserve everything that you want. The content that I like, I'm not even in Chicago right now. The content that I have on the way is amazing because it's just like, everything is possible because you make it possible. You can like what number are we on? Like number 6? You can create the life you want. No one can take that life from you. You actually create the life that you want. You create the life that you want. But you have to get over fear. That's why we started with fear. And then that's why with number 2, we went in with having faith. You have to get over fear and you have to have faith in order to start this business and stick with the business, because it's not going to be easy either way. Life is not going to be easy if you don't start the business, and it's not guaranteed going to be, it will be actually a little bit easier once you start the business, but I guarantee you life is going to pretty much stay the same if you don't create an extra source of revenue. Your life is going to stay the same if you don't create an extra source of revenue, if you don't get out of your comfort zone. Everything in my life changed all because I got over fear and got out of my comfort zone. So this is what I want for you. I want you to get over your fear, have faith in yourself, have faith 360, full circle faith, and go after it. Don't say, hey, I see this, and this is what we're number like 6 or 7. Oh, I'm gonna open my space in 2023. When you don't put a time and a date on your goals, you don't know anything of what you're aiming at. When you have a target, imagine this was a dart. If you knew the target date, the date and the time that you're going to have your space, you will be able to aim at it every day and throw the dart until you hit it, and you're going to hit it. And then you're it's like having a focus. We have to put a time and a date on when we're going to actually do what we say we're going to do, because once we have the time and the date on it, then you're going to each and every day do things to actually get it. You have everything possibly laid out for you to get this done. So here's the thing. Now, if you want to like know the technical stuff and get over the fears and do all that and understand that, once you click the link down below and get the Event Space Blueprint, I'm going to also be breaking down inside. Once you get the blueprint, you're going to be able to get the link. I'm going to be doing classes, free classes, free. This is a free class where I'm going to walk through the steps of getting the event space. Now, all you will have to do is sign up for the class, register for the class, no, it's no cost to you, but you don't have to, like, you got to have full focus. So if you sat here to the end of this video, full focus, I need you to have that same full focus for the class. I need you to have notes. I need your phone to be flipped down, like no distractions, because that's like number 8. You're too distracted. You're over here, you're over there, you're over everywhere, and you're not focused. I need you to get focused. Get over the fear. These are the big ones though. Fear, faith, focus. Fear, faith, focus, and understanding. We got to understand these differences between mentor, transactional mentor, and coach, because too many people, and it's not about like on my channel, I'm just seeing it across the board because I'm a coach. I'm a coach. I'm a business coach. I don't just help people get event-based businesses. That's one of the primary things that I do, but I also help people grow and scale their businesses, right? So meaning that if you're not getting sales like this, and this is crazy because like when you, and this is another thing about stepping out on faith. And well, I'll call this number 9 as in purpose. My purpose has always been to serve and help. I started off helping business owners do this. This was one of my first jobs in college. After coming out of college, I helped business owners create, well, I dropped out of college, but I helped business owners create online presence, get more sales, get more traffic. That was one of my first jobs. I was in advertising and marketing. And in doing that, I helped them grow their business. And these businesses were all over the place. Illinois, Denver, Michigan, Florida, New York, some were in California, Kansas, Delaware, Idaho, like all over the place, because the company would go out and they would send these reps out, and then we would be responsible. We were the marketing team, and we would build up their. This was before social media was super hot. We're talking 2000s, like 2009, like early 2000, like 2009. So we're talking over 10 years ago. I would get them out there, not just on the because I mean Facebook was out, but we're talking about like get them really right with their online presence, get them leads, marketing, sales, coach them through the things. And I started that over 10 years ago. So my experience in it is there. But what I'm getting at is that when you're like your purpose, right? Like my purpose has always been to do this and to help businesses and business owners and help people get to where they want to go. And my point that I'm making is that you have a purpose. Your purpose is not to just live in lack. And I'm not saying like I'm not saying that from a point like you're just poor or anything like that, but I'm saying like you have things that you want to get and you're afraid to get them. That's not your purpose in life. Your purpose is actually to get what you want. Your purpose is actually to have the dream, to live the dream, not just dream it, but your purpose is to actually live the dream. And you're going against your purpose by not doing everything in your power to live your dream. So I want you, if you're struggling with this event-based stuff, make sure you just get in one of my classes, download the blueprint, and then like you're going to get the notification about registering for the class. But then before you even get to the class registration, like I got a book that kind of walks you through like a few of the steps. I got an ebook on event spaces that just walks you through like some of the steps of what you need to do, what you like. So it's like you have the resources there. Now, here's the thing. In the classes, you're going to get to ask me questions. We're going to do Q&A. But remember, we got note takers or money makers. So come to the class prepared to take notes. And this is whenever you see this video, download the link and come to class. Whenever you see this video, it doesn't matter when you see it. Classes are going to be happening all the time, regularly. So whenever you see the video, download the link. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. All right. So I just broke down kind of just like the key things that are really, really like you do those key things, and understand all of that stuff, it's going to make this process of you getting your event space so much easier. You got to get over the fear. You got to have faith in you. You got to have focus. And you got to understand. And when you understand those differences in the transactions versus the free stuff, you're going to really understand that, like, when you you need to know how much you got to really understand how much you already value what you have with money. So because you value what you have with money, when you back things with money, you work harder for them. So maybe you need to back some of this stuff that you want to do with money. Like, it's too many people saying that I want to start a business, but I don't have any money. You do have money. You have plenty of access to money. There's everybody has some sort of money. If you got a job and you if you buy any sort of restaurant food, if you pay any sort of bills, you have money. You can make a sacrifice. Maybe you don't buy lunch. Maybe you don't buy lunch and you take your lunch. But you make a sacrifice to get to where you want to go. That's probably the last thing. You have to make sacrifices to get to where you want to go. Success and sacrifice, they kick it. They run hand in hand. You got to make sacrifices if you want to be successful, especially if you want to be highly successful. And sacrifices don't always come in monetary form, but they come in time formats too. So that means not kicking it as much. That means not watching as much TV. That means not just frivolously wasting your time. That means being more focused on the thing, having the target, that actual target that you can throw to the goal. So I hope this helps you. I really, really hope this helps you. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is just like, these are the things, I promise you, these are the exact same things that helped me start everything. Once I really got over I had so many businesses that I didn't start because of fear. And if you're at that fear stage, you're really just, oh my God, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? Listen, stop that talk. What if it does? What if it does? Ask yourself that. Write it out. What if it works? And write out what that looks like. Because you're going to sit there and the time is going to pass you up. I'm telling you, years passed me by because I was thinking, what if it didn't work? I had so many amazing business ideas that I see people doing now. And I wasn't the first person because I was thinking, what if it didn't work? That's what's so crazy. All these platforms that people sell courses on, I had created one, but I didn't launch it because I was thinking, what if it didn't work? And look at it now. So I'm telling you, get out of your fear. Eliminate the fears. Have faith in yourself. Get focused and understand what it is that you really need. Do you need someone that might have time for you to help you? They got to fit you in with their schedule. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Or do you need something with a transaction where it's a dedicated, time slot to assist you? Are you ready to sacrifice? Are you ready to give things up to get to where you're going? Do you know the target, or are you just saying in 2023? Are you making excuses and saying, well, I don't have the money, when in actuality you do? And then you can use the money that you have to learn how to make more money. Are you saying that, oh, my credit is going to stop me? Secret. Landlords don't care. A lot of landlords don't care about your credit. But look, this video is already going longer than I wanted to go. So thanks again for tuning in to Creating Habits. Again, I got a lot of content dropping. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I've just been having a ton of upload issues. That's just what it is. I've been having a ton of upload issues. So if y'all got any ideas about a great camera, I had broke my camera a long time ago and never got a new one. So just drop a link down below, because if I have the camera, I won't have the upload issues. Or at least I shouldn't. Hopefully I won't. But yeah, just drop them down below and let me know what content that y'all want to see about. And I know I've been getting a lot of people been saying like, oh, let me know about the contracts and stuff like that that come with event spaces. And I'm gonna do a video on it, but I want to be clear about this right now. Contracts and permits that are needed vary state by state. I'm a former agent. What goes on in Chicago, Illinois, what goes on in Illinois is not the same as what goes on in like a Georgia or a Texas or a New York. And what you really got to understand is that I don't even want to get into that too much, but what you really got to understand is that it's not so much about the state. That's why that's another reason why that's a big part about understanding. It's not just like understanding like it's understanding like everything is different because this is real estate. Everything is different. This is why I don't recommend a lot of people to do it on their own. This is why I recommend what I recommend. This is not, again, this is not me saying you got to get in my program, even though I do have a program. Yes, I have a mastermind. It's just a coaching program where I coach you through the process. Yes. And provide you with the step-by-step and have the negotiation tools and all that stuff. Yes. But what I'm saying is that like everything is different state to state, and people don't tell y'all that. And I feel like I've said it before, but I really want to end this video by saying that everything is different state to state. But I will go over some permits and things like that that you would need. I'll put it in a video, because and just really get like a dedicated video to that for y'all, because I really want you to know that like it's different state to state, but I will talk about some of the stuff that happens in some of the states. I don't know, maybe you drop your state below. And that's another thing too. People be like, I need you, like, you can't just come onto my video and be like, come on to the video and be like, yeah, you got to tell me like what state you in so I can give you the stuff for your state. I mean, you gotta come on, meet me halfway. I'm not like going over all 50 states, not gonna do that. Not at all gonna do that. Maybe one or two, maybe three. But drop your state below. You watch this video to the end, drop your state below, and then it's not even a state thing. It's more of a county thing. Like, so I'm trying to get y'all to understand, like, that's why the process doing it by yourself, it can be tough because it's so many factors. It's not like just one thing, because I answered that one question, got another question. But that's why I just say, just come to the class. Let's do that. Come to the class. Come to the class, register down below, come to the class, or email support at, like the word support, at coursegeneral, one word.com. Support at coursegeneral.com. You email my team and I there, and you can just inquire when the next class is, and we'll make sure you get the link to it. So peace and blessings. I'm out. I'm well past how long I want this video to be, and got some errands to run. So yeah, peace.